Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Livewire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Livewire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Livewire Sports Media. So, a couple of days ago, I did a video on Caitlin Clark, and I think I did two videos. The initial announcement with her meeting with Roger Goodell down in Florida, but then I did another video with her, Serena Williams, Eli Manning, and a couple other executives down there. Now, the 3-day meeting was just to illustrate or put together something to form a flag football league for girls. So, with that being said, Caitlin Clark did their thing and everything down there. They meet and greet and for what I have heard and what has been told, that the meeting was successful. And even Roger Goodell gave Caitlin Clark a lot of praise, a lot of he kind of like praised her a lot, So, and the thing about it is that I have said this many times before with Roger Goodell. Now to me, he has his flaws as a commissioner, because there was some, in his early times in the league, he didn't, when it comes to player discipline, he didn't do certain players versus certain players that he didn't put the hammer down. And then we always thought Roger Goodell was that force. But nevertheless, when it comes down to innovation, moving the game forward, redesigning the game of football, nobody does it more than Roger Goodell. And this is something that Kathy Ingeberg and Adam Silver could learn, because Roger Goodell literally show you why everybody wanted, everybody gravitates to Caitlin Clark. We done seen it over the whole offseason, from the golf course to speaking engagements to, her in commercials, her doing Gatorade, for around certain times of the year. So if we sit back and just take all and everything that Caitlin Clark has done, we don't even have a list that's long enough for that at all. And Roger Goodell, he point out everything. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to what he had to say, because to me, this is what when you trying to grow the game, not just your sport, but when you trying to grow women's sport, and you have other sports commissioners or players from other leagues taking notice of who you are, then that shows you right then and there what kind of person you is. Nobody has gravity pull like Caitlin Clark. We've been talking about Caitlin for a while, and just what she stands for, what she does, how she gravitates people to her. Off the court, on the court, people love her. Yeah, there's some things that she may have said, we still hold that Time Life magazine thing over her. But nevertheless, man, she's young, she's growing, but as she becomes more mature, as she gets older, a lot of her decision making is going to be different. from what it was now or 10 years or 5 years ago. But nevertheless, I'm gonna let y'all listen to Roger Goodell. Then I'm gonna chime in again because this to me, I think this is the most important part for what he has to say about Caitlin Clark and what we've been already saying about Caitlin Clark.
You had Caitlin Clark come through and talk to the panel this week. Why was it important for her to come in and also, I guess, advocate for more women in flag football and just the NFL push in general to include more women?
Well, we're always looking for a perspective and to learn something. There's obviously we have owners that are investing in sports, and in particular women's sports. She's already an icon at a very young age. She was sitting there with the GOAT, Serena, who not just understands women's sports, she understands business and sports, and I think society. I think both of their perspectives were really valuable for our ownership to understand, to sort of learn from them. We all got a chance to ask questions, and I just think that's what we're here for. And I mentioned that up front when we started our meetings, we're here to learn. We're here to evaluate everything we do and try to figure out a way to do it better. And I think hearing from those two in particular, Eli joined them, Melody Hobson, who actually monitored the conversation, is a great investor in and of herself. And so I think having the four of them really brought to light a lot of the things that we're all thinking of as a league and hopefully as clubs, and to try to do things better.
The word that Roger Goodell used for Caitlin Clark is icon. He used the word icon for her, and he used GOAT for Serena Williams. Now, we already know Caitlin Clark, we call her baby GOAT already. But again, Roger Goodell understands the magnitude of Caitlin Clark. He understands why Caitlin Clark. He said at a very young age, she's an icon. Just grasp that part for a second, guys. An icon at a very young age. When her own peers in the W and when her own commissioner cannot even recognize her. A man that been tops of his profession in the National Football League for over years. He done seen it all. Every year at league's meeting, they change rules, they enhance rules to better the game of football. Let me explain something to y'all before I even get out of here. The NFL just had 2 games last year, this past season, on Netflix. And I said this again. Netflix will have a WNBA game featuring Caitlin Clark next season if they don't try to weasel their way to get a game or 2, because the Fever are shown 41 out of 44 games. That means 3 of the games they're not on TV. Imagine if Netflix work out a deal to get Caitlin Clark games on Netflix this season. How massive that will be. And if they don't do it this next season, the NFL is continue to rejuvenize the sport. It's to me is our favorite pastime right now. I think they over baseball right now. Baseball used to be America's favorite pastime, but I think football has took over that. The fact of the matter is Roger Goodell understands this. He understands Serena Williams' position. He understands Caitlin Clark's position. Roger Goodell got football teams flying over all of these cities, playing in different arenas all over the world every year. This is something that the WNBA continues to miss out on because they, quote unquote, want to be greedy and want to get paid for what they're worth or demand something. If you sit back, if y'all the greatest women that play this game of basketball, guess what? And y'all know that Caitlin Clark came in the league and spearheaded everything that y'all had there. Then guess what? Kathleen Ingeberg should be like, you know what? Hey, I could learn something from Roger Goodell. She could sit down and say, well, hey, how you grow your league year in and year out? What are the steps that you did to make your league successful? The order for the WNBA to advance and get better, they got to stop being selfish. And they got to understand that Caitlin Clark is there to help them. Everything that Caitlin Clark touches is gold. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because I could dive into a whole lot more. But the fact of the matter is, Roger Goodell is showing the blueprint to these leagues. The WNBA is going to continue to miss out opportunities dealing with Caitlin Clark, while other leagues is tapping into her potential. And if she becomes the owner of a flag football team and is backed by the NFL but not operated by, guess what that's going to do? Put her in another stratosphere, which she already there. So, like I said, Roger Goodell, he hit it on the head, man. You know, she's an icon. She's an icon. And until then, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore video. This is your boy, Livewire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Livewire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Livewire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.